Al, what's Russ's line going to be? What do you think, Al? What do you think?
Let's go, G-Men. Who the heck knows? God almighty.
I know, Big Blue. We flew to Newark, through Newark. I don't know. I don't know. We'll workshop it. Let's go, Mets. LGM. LGM. Okay, I got you.
I mean, listen. I don't mind it. Like, I talked to one of my NFL insiders who's from Massachusetts and now lives in California, and he thinks Travis. Oh, that's Brockman. He thinks that they're going to draft like a Travis Hunter or something. I don't know what the heck they're going to do, but like it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. They got two veteran quarterbacks. I mean, if I was Tommy Cutlets, I might be looking for a new job eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, but I don't mind it. They really again, Rich, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like the 1-year mandate. I don't think that it's good for the organization.
I agree, Al. I'm with you, bud. Again, we got our next guest coming out here, and I thanks for the call, Al. He's not wrong. The 1-year mandate, because John Mara knows you can't do what the Cowboys did last year and be successful. You can't put everybody under pressure. You can't have everybody sitting there thinking my next move could be my last. You can't have coaches walking around looking at their wives and their kids saying, I don't know if you're going to be going to the same school next year. I don't know if we're going to have this house. I just don't know, which is how the Cowboys staff went around their entire season last year. And the owners know that, but they also know what's happened the last few years is not acceptable to the fan base. And Daboll knows what he's doing. It's just that he hasn't had – I mean, he had Daniel Jones playing well, and then that thing just fell apart. And they tried for Stafford. They tried for Rodgers. Russ is definitely a plan C. There's no question about it. We'll see what does happen in the draft. But he's not wrong, Al, that if John Mara can see enough green shoots this year, and I think Travis Hunter is one heck of a green shoot if you can get him. If he sees enough of green shoots, because I know they like the coach and the GM, they clearly like him. They stuck with him and the coach. So if they understand, we tried for Stafford, we tried for Rodgers, it didn't work out. Those are the perfect bridge guys that we could get. And Stafford's more of a bridge than Rodgers because we assume he's got more years left than Rodgers. His game is definitely more closer to the Stafford we know than the Rodgers that we used to know. And he just says, this is the plan. It's not optimum, but it's enough. Let's see what you can do. Can you coach this up? Can you coach this up to make sure we're playing meaningful games in week 15, 16, 17, and 18? Can you do that? If you do that, then we're good. Then let's figure out who the next quarterback is and go and find him and start it again. I know there are some fans that are like, well, if that's the way you're looking at it, just blow them out and start from scratch now. It's easier said than done. But it's a tough spot for them to be in. We'll see what happens in the draft. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.